Hey, it's Kathy, and also it's Flatbread Friday. And in honor of St. Patrick's Day yesterday, I made a corned beef and cabbage pizza. And it's got some, little quirky things that go on with it. And it's gonna be delicious, and let's make it. This may seem a little weird, but I decided, you know how I love my roasted garlic? I decided to make a spread for the crust. Some roasted garlic that's mashed. And this is not Dijon mustard like it says on the thing. I mixed it with some honey a while back. And this is going in. We're all gonna get mashed together with the roasted garlic, and this is gonna be our pizza spread. And it should be awesome. Here's our pizza base. And a little goes a long way. We're gonna spread it real thin because it's oily and garlicky and it's really, really tasty. So I sliced some potatoes real thin in my little shredderator, the little thing with the handle that I've used all the time. And I soaked them so they wouldn't turn brown. So I'm gonna put them on some paper towels to dry, and we'll be back. Okay, we're all dried up. We are going to toss them into a bowl. Anyway, we're going to drizzle with some olive oil and season with some salt and pepper. And we're gonna get in there and coat them up. Okay, seasoned and oiled. And our next step is to spread them out on a baking sheet lined with parchment. I have the oven preheating to 400 degrees, and we're gonna toast these babies up so they don't sog up on the pizza. And let's have a look and see what they look like when they're done. While our potatoes cook, we are going to saute our shredded cabbage. A little bit of olive oil in the pan on medium heat. And as soon as that's shimmery, that cabbage is going in there. Okay, it's time for the cabbage to go in. Here we go. Some salt. And some butter. I wish I had some fennel, but I do not. Our cabbage is softening up nicely. It's just absorbing some of those flavors that we put in there, the salt and pepper. And speaking of flavors, I'm going to turn the heat up, and I'm going to take some of the cooking liquid from when I cooked the corned beef. I cooked my corned beef in my Instant Pot. So we're going to add a little bit of this in, and we're going to let that boil off until all the liquid is absorbed. You should turn up the volume when you watch this scene, because this is what it sounds like when it's dried up. So we're turning the heat off. And as you can see, the liquid has all evaporated, and well, most of it. And some of it has soaked into the cabbage to give it some extra flavor. And I just happened to find a little bottle of balsamic glaze, and I'm going to just add it on. Give it a little bit of zip. Okay, I think we are about ready to build our pizza. This is what our potatoes look like. They're roasty and toasty, and they're still a little soft, but they are going on top of a pizza that's going back in the oven. So, they look good, don't they? And here's the star of the show. One corned beef, and I cooked this in my Instant Pot. I've never done that before, but 2 cups of water, 1 bottle of beer, some garlic, and then you put it on a trivet and cook it for 90 minutes, and it comes out just beautiful. And we're gonna cut this into strips and build our pizza. Okay, this is a store-bought pizza crust. You can make your own or buy a different kind or whatever. And as you can see, I've folded in the edges about 1/2 inch, and I'm gonna make a crust. So I'm just gonna take those edges and make them stand up. Okay, look at fine. First thing we're gonna do is put our roasted garlic and mustard mix thinly spread until it's all covered. Okay, as you can see, it's all spread out, a nice thin layer. I bought some Gruyere cheese. It's very good. We're gonna put it on all over our crust. Okay, that's on. And now it's time for our corned beef slices. You could cube it if you want, but I wanted to slice it so it's more corned beef and cabbagey. So Our meat is on. And now it's time for, I think we'll do the potatoes first. So we're just gonna kind of spread these around. Okay, the potatoes are on. Here comes the corned beef, the cabbage. We're just gonna spread that around evenly. All right, cabbage is on. And I had a little more of the Gruyere left, so I'm gonna just sprinkle the top with just a little light coating of that. And we're gonna go in the oven. 425, this pizza is probably gonna take about 25 minutes to bake because the toppings are generous. And we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. Our pizza has just come out of the oven and it's a little dark, but it looks really good. And I don't think it's gonna be as crispy as I think because those vegetables are very moist. So we're gonna have a look at it and then we're gonna cut it and serve it. Okay, here's our corned beef and cabbage pizza. It is, as I suspected, moist on the inside, in the middle there. And I think for just a little bit of something, I'm gonna take some of that honey mustard that we used for the crust and do a little drizzle. A little color, a little flavor, get some on the plate so it looks pretty. And this is my St. Patrick's Day meal, and it is a meal. Meat, potatoes, vegetables, bread, and happy Flatbread Friday. I was just saying to myself, I should have worn my green shirt for St. Patrick's Day, but it is Friday, and St. Patrick's Day was yesterday, so I didn't do it. But I hope you all had a fantastic St. Patrick's Day. Try this pizza with a pint and enjoy the heck out of it. Happy St. Patrick's Day.